Okay. I restarted. I turned off ads so that we just don't get an ad right now. And I closed Chrome. I closed Discord. I did not, I literally didn't set. The thing that I said I was going to do, which is change my frame rate, I did not do. Which honestly is kind of annoying. Anyway, hopefully we hold up. Yeah, I feel like maybe it just took longer to get. We had a backlog. I think it just like it was processing and whatever. Just like the backlog finally caught up and it became too much. So I don't know. I got no idea why that one happened. I will take the logs from OBS once again and put those into the log analyzer and see what happened. But anyway, welcome back. Refresh. Super frustrating, but you know, we persist. The cookie recipe is in. It might be in Discord. If it's not in Discord, then I can put it there. If yeah, if you want the cookie recipe, can you put a note in the cookie chat channel in Discord, and I will then remember to post it. All right. While we were restarting, I tossed the asparagus into some water, my boiling water, and we are going to persist. Go to Rita's. Sure. Is he going to eat dinner? Ask him if he's going to eat dinner. If he thinks that he's not going to be able to eat dinner, then maybe don't. But leave that up to him. Yeah, you can go to Rita's if you want. He asks for ice cream or whatever regularly enough. It is okay to say no. He's never going to say he won't. Well, do what you want. I would like him to have a bowl of soup for dinner. If he will eat a bowl of soup for dinner, then I don't care what he eats right now. If later at dinner he eats half of a bowl of soup and then is like, I'm really full, that's going to be frustrating. Because otherwise, if he hadn't gone to Rita's, then he wouldn't be full. So, you know, that's where I'm coming from in all of this. Dinner is more important than Rita's for nutritional balance. Rita's is probably more important than asparagus soup for mental goodwill. And he did just finish his standardized testing today, so it's reasonable to have a little treat. Right. Did you hear what I just said? Yes. That's correct. I just wanted to eat dinner. Don't make me ban you, Glenn. Don't be a troll. Not seeing a cookie recipe so far. It probably isn't in there yet. And I'm sure I didn't put it in there. I probably did. I probably didn't. I have it though. It's called breakfast cookies from the Nebraska Extension School UNL food, it says. Okay, so we have all sorts of stuff that can go in this blender now, which we're gonna do. We have roasted broccoli and asparagus. Just kidding about the broccoli, it is burned. We're not gonna use the broccoli, I left it in there too long. We will use the mushrooms, and that's okay. I did leave the broccoli in a bit too long. Well, actually, you know, the florets are burned or too far gone, but the stems are pretty good. So we'll use the stems. We'll toss the stems in. That'll be fine.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I have no freaking idea what I'm doing.
God damn, is that true? I just left them in there too long. That's all. I did not set a second timer. Then the stream crashed again, and I'm frustrated about it. And I'm feeling frustrated about it. But at least it took 4 hours for that to happen this time and not, 30 minutes. So I guess things are bonus. I don't know. Onions.
And it don't matter. None of this matters.
All of this is going in to the blender, and I'm just going to blend it up. I'm going to put the blanched asparagus in here, the onions, the mushrooms, the broccoli stems, not the florets, as well as some stock and herbs, uncooked, like fresh herbs. And once this is all blended up, we're going to take this in to a pan, or a pot on the stove, and we'll cook it, we'll heat it up. And then from that point, we'll add some heavy cream and I feel like I'm gonna add some cheese to this too. Let's see what cheese we have. Cooking Girl. I will definitely post that to I'll definitely post it to Discord. If you want to Google it right now, you can type these words into your browser. Are you ready? Nebraska. Nebraska. The letters UNL food and the words breakfast cookies. And you should land on the exact recipe that I'm looking at today. Nebraska Extension UNL food breakfast cookies. Okay. Oh, I'm going to add the rest of this cheddar in here. Oh, So Fluff, thank you. I did. And I appreciate it. I did miss your message, one, and I appreciate that you found it. Thank you. So, into this blender, I'm going to add chicken broth. Yeah, Shayna, it's not, the issues that I've had today are not internet related, they're OBS related. Completely OBS related. There's nothing to do with my internet. It's all related to OBS because I can see it happening in OBS. That last one I saw, like, I moved my hand and I saw like an artifact on the screen, and then it was just like downhill from there. So I am going to shred the rest of this cheese, though. I did not shred it earlier, and I was like, oh, I'll use it tomorrow. Nope, using it today. Because I have another block of cheese in there, so I'll just use that, and I'll put this cheddar in here, so it'll be like a asparagus, cheddar, cream-based soup situation. Jordy, hello. Good to see you. Welcome in. All right, let's get this blended up. We have onion, mushroom, asparagus, a little bit of broccoli, stock, chicken stock, and we're gonna add some salt and pepper. So Fluff, you are wise to shred the whole block at once. I definitely should have just shredded the whole block at once earlier when I was doing the cheese shredding. I did not. Man, I thought OBS was going to hold up the whole time. I really did. I'm so disappointed. That means that there's still work to do. I thought I was through it. That's okay. That's okay. We'll figure out the audio stuff. We'll figure out why OBS is being a punk, and then we'll be back next week for more nonsense. But hopefully not finished today. Sorry it didn't go off without a hitch. It happens. Nothing goes off. Nothing goes off without a hitch. There's always something. Yeah, and I'll say I'll take 4 hours. That's fine. I'd rather, it didn't do that at all. But, okay, let's see. Remember how last time we used one of these electronics? You could not hear it because of the noise gates on the stream. I bet you're going to hear this. So I may mute for just a moment here. So I'm going to, let's do like a pulse. How does this sound? Is that real bad? Or did that not come through? Loud. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna mute and we'll blend and then we'll be back. Alrighty, loud but not eardrum breaking. It is actually very loud, like in real life. So I have to imagine it's kind of a horrible noise. That is definitely a difference in the mic setup now, is that you can hear the electronics and the appliances and such. Kind of annoying. Okay, this smells like asparagus, which is good. All right, looks good. I'm gonna give this another full minute just to blend. I'm gonna shred this cheese while we're doing that. And then when we're finished with that, all of this is oh, hold on. I didn't even put the herbs in there. was going to say, all of this is going to go in the pot, and then we're going to put the herbs in. And I was like, wait, no, the herbs need to get blended too. It is almost like a chimichurri. It's deep green, for sure. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give this a scrape, and then we'll mute for a moment and blend, and then we'll be back. And FYI, I turned off all of the ads, so we have pre-rolls on the channel now, but no incoming ads. Whenever the stream restarts like that, it gets a new ad period, so I didn't want to deal with that. Because I don't like that and it's annoying, so we are ad free except for pre-rolls at the moment. So, all right, I'm gonna mute. We're gonna blend this for about a minute, and then I'll be back. I'm gonna shred be back on the voice. I'll be shredding the cheese right in front of you otherwise. Okay. Should be good here. I'm still going to add a stock to this. So this is basically a base. It's not a base. I mean, this is pretty much the soup. But I'm going to add stock to this so that it has a bit more liquidy. So it's a little more liquidy and looser, more like a soup. This is more like a dip. This is very viscous. So we're going to add just some additional liquid in here as well. And now I am reluctant to like turn the other cameras on because I'm like, are they going to mess things up when I turn them on? Are they going to like mess my computer up? Not a good thing. It's not a good thing to feel like timid to turn the literal cameras on stream. But sort of, that's where my head is at, because I don't want to, if it crashes again, I'm like, I'm not going to be into it. It's going to be annoying. I would just turn it back on though and keep going. So I do want to finish. We're going to finish. All right, this is absolutely blended enough. It looks good. It's going to be much better with the cream in it and a little more stock. So I'm just going to heat this on the stove now, and we'll get some more stock out of the cabinet. So I'm going to taste this though before I do that, just so we've got a baseline. Just to get a base. Amber, hello. Catch me up. Oh God. Well, I can catch you up on the whole stream, which is started around, I don't know, 2 p.m. Talked a bunch. Not a surprise. I talked through a cookie recipe. So a version of this cheddar oat apple cookie situation that I've been craving, and came to a good kind of like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I made the recipe. That's what those are over there. These cookies here are from stream today. Then we did a test of that rosamarina salad. Not a test, but like I evaluated it after it has been in the fridge for a while. Had that. We saw some kittens. Box. We have kittens. We're fostering some kittens, so Gwen was feeding them, and we saw them on stream. They were hanging out for a little while. Really like teeny tiny fluff ball kittens, which was pretty cool. Then from that point, I started making this soup, and that's literally where we are. It's been like a little more than 4 hours streaming. This particular version of the stream has only been live for 20 minutes, but that's because it crashed. Also, we dealt with that. So that's kind of where stream has been today. I'm going to get this on the stove. Once this is on the stove and hot, we'll add the cheese to it. Then we'll add the heavy cream. Let me take a taste of this now and see what horrors await. That tastes very different than it smells, and in a good way. It smells like aggressively like asparagus, and I was like, ooh, that might be a lot. Maybe I should have roasted some of the asparagus, but no. The taste is a lot more calm than that. This is going to be... Oh, shit. I'm such... What am I doing? What am I even doing? I know what's missing from this. Garlic. Roasted garlic. That's what I meant to put in here. That's what I'm like, what is missing? There's like a flavor. I'm like, what? Why? Okay. I'm glad I thought about that, because I haven't heated this up yet, and I can take this garlic and open it up and put it in. And we can put it back in the blender for a few minutes, or for a moment or two. Hopefully. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I totally forgot about this roasted garlic, and that would have been the real tragedy of today. Not stream crashing. Who's Knows asks if the onions went in. They did. They did. The fried onions went in. The ones from the stove. They did, they did. So we have a roasted garlic. It is a good thing I remembered. I remembered because I just behind me, I heard the stove clicking. It like clicks when it, the temperature hits the right spot. And I was like, why is the oven still on? Or the oven was clicking. And I was like, why is the oven still on? I was like, oh, because there's something in it. Right. Phoenix, I do have an immersion blender. But let me tell you that the immersion blender is clean. And the blender is dirty with the soup that I have already and is still available. So I'm going to use the blender because I just don't want to wash the immersion blender. Just straight up, that's why. I'd rather go through the trouble of scooping this back in here and pouring it back out, and as annoying as that is, it's less annoying than having to make a whole nother dish, right? One less thing. Who knows? How was the bacon after it was cooked for an hour? Was it... Assuredly, it was not that good anymore. But I'm curious if it was anything at all. Yeah, Baker, I'm just like, nah, not today. No more pots being washed today. No more... Fuck, that is so hot. I can't... Sorry, I can't touch this with my hands. And instead of waiting 5 minutes, I'm just gonna peel these out with a spoon. which works just as well, honestly. Yeah, that's certainly roasted. Smells good. This is, I am very glad that I did not completely forget to add this. Even though it's after the fact and we got to reblend, it's totally okay because this will make this dish way better. Way better. All right. The Rita's crew is arriving home again. All right, that looks good. And you know, I'm gonna take this and put that in my stock bag as well. That is gonna add a lot to a stock. The bacon was okay, had it on low temp. Wasn't burnt, but not my ideal. Right, it was probably very dry. Oh, Baker, I'm sorry about the ninja dying. This Ninja blender was free, and I would never have purchased this like on my own, but it was literally free, so I had to get it. It was free because my neighbor was moving, and they were moving abroad. Like they were moving out of the country, and out in front of their house one day on trash day, they had a box of kitchen appliances, and they had an entire Ninja blender set up in there, the base, all the everything. It had all the stuff, and I was like, okay, and just picked it up and brought it inside, and it works. If I'd wanted bacon bits, it would have been perfect. I can imagine. I can imagine, just like very dry, and you cannot beat free. Absolutely cannot beat free.
Guess what I got?
Rita's.
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
Hi.
Okay. You're watching me watching you on the phone, and that's a weird streamception situation happening. Phoenix, yeah, it just they had everything out there. Great. They had everything out there in a box, and I was just like, okay, and I took it. I haven't used all the parts of it, but it's all there. It needed to be cleaned too, so like some of it is still sort of like, I don't think I'm ever going to use it because I can't like clean it very well.
I think I did well on PSSA.
You think you did well on your tests?
I think so, yes.
Good.
Felt like I did.
Good. I want to hear all about it while we eat dinner, okay?
Okay. What are those?
Those,
They're not cookies, but
yeah. Cheddar, apple, raisin, oat, cheese, not cheese, sugar, flour, baking powder. Okay. Garlic is in. Let's blend. Let's blend again. I'm going to mute the mic. Be right back. still muted. Great. Son of a bitch. Anyway, what I was saying was, yes, standardized tests are annoying, and in Philadelphia, you have to take them in order to be considered for schools outside of your neighborhood school. And Jamie, I love the multi-cooker for you. I think that the actual ability to use non-oven things for oven purposes is super helpful during the summer. You're correct. Okay, this is different than the last time I tried it. Let's try it again. Oh yeah, that has garlic in it now. That's good. All right, we're gonna heat that. Just gonna heat that to the point of simmering and add a little bit of cheese. We'll add some more broth to that. And what else am I gonna add to that? That cheese, do I have other cheese in here? I do. I have some Pecorino Romano shredded. I'll add that as well. Not all of it, but some of it. And what else? I think that's it. I think that'll be it. Okay, let's unplug this. And hopefully that was the last thing I forgot today was that garlic. Alrighty. So soup is on the stove. Yeah, I'm gonna add some more broth to this now, because why not? Like, it's heating up. Like, I might as well add it while it's heating. I don't know how much broth I added. I guess I just added that whole box of broth. Yeah, because I opened that box and now it's empty. So I added the whole box. Obviously. Yeah, Phoenix, the air fryer in the summer seems like a really good move. Like, it's hot in this kitchen right now because I just had the oven on to bake cookies. And also, it's like 26 degrees outside right now, so it's hot outside. And we don't have the AC on. And we don't have the AC on, and there's no fans, so it's hot.
The windows could be open.
The windows could be open.
If only we had arms.
Open the windows.
Yeah, I'm saying, if I had arms, I would.
Okay. I haven't felt like I needed them open, so I haven't opened them.
I'm not saying I'm making any judgment against you.
Felt like you were saying that if only I had arms, I could open the windows.
God damn it.
Oh, Jamie, wild for April. I know. We were at the playground yesterday, and Calvin's like, "It's really hot outside," and I was like, "Yeah, it's not going to get better." So, you know, like we're not going to complain about this until the fall because we can't. We're going to be outside and be warm. Me too, who's knows? All right, that's enough for that towel. That has asparagus soup all over it.
Soup and kitten poop.
Asparagus soup and kitten poop? Oh. Are we feeding again?
Yeah. 2.5 hours.
Has it been 2.5 hours?
Sure has.
I've done nothing. So if your kiddo was still making snow people yesterday, we are done with snow. We're definitively done with snow here. If it snowed again this season, it would be a real shock. I put away the heater. Gwen has a heater downstairs for like her feet, like space heater. I put that away
I know, I was
earlier.
that one over.
You weren't ready for that?
I was looking for it.
Oh, okay.
I can get it. I'm sure it's in the crawl space, right?
Yeah. You just said it was
I
hot.
have shit on me.
Okay.
I know, but it's cool in the basement.
Yeah, it's not. Okay. You get the portable heater out if you want.
having the AC on in the heater on my feet.
Who knows? I wish I could hibernate through summer too. I don't like hot weather. I don't like being hot because then I can't cool down. Cooking Girl, did I follow that recipe exactly? I did. Yes, I did. Did I change anything? I doubled it. So, like functionally, I doubled it, but that was still fine. I did not change anything. I will tell you that if you're making this recipe, add a pinch of salt to the dry. Like, it doesn't say it in here, but going back and trying this, it needs some salt in it. Like, it needs just a little pinch of salt, maybe like a quarter to a half teaspoon of salt would be ideal. I did not use a scoop to make the cookies. I weighed them. They were 61.5 grams per cookie was the weight that I came up with. I doubled the recipe. It says it makes 12. I weighed the whole batch and divided it by 24.
Can you hold this?
Can I hold this? Yes. Hey, there's a kitten on stream. Would anyone like to see a kitten? Out of context kitten. You thought we were cooking today. Turns out this is now an animal husbandry channel. Gwen's feeding them. Can you hear? Can you hear him making all the noise?
Oh my god.
How old? 2 weeks, Jamie. 2 weeks on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks on Saturday. So, not very old. Yeah, he is going off. Yes, exactly. The diarrhea kitten right over where we're serving the food. Exactly. Well, he's not currently diarrhea-ing, although I will wash my hands afterward. All rules. It's the size of a large hamster. This is true. It is.
It literally is.
This is the size of a hamster. Yeah, a fancy hamster.
Those are actual types.
He does have so much to say. There's 3 of them. So this is one of 3. The other 2 will be making an appearance probably shortly here. This one's male, and there's 2 males and a female kitten. They're almost 2 weeks old. Okay, you ready for this? Here you go.
Should I feed him on the cutting board?
No. No, you should not.
I'm so mad.
No, you should not. And I am going to wash my hands immediately. It's funny, like they eat every 2 to 3 hours. They eat, they get their butt wiped, they poop, they pee, they kind of wobble around and make a little bit of mewing, and then they go back to sleep. The exciting life of cats who can't do anything. But yeah, Gwen's been feeding them, taking care of them. She's literally been carrying a box of kittens around, like you know how in the movies the president or like the president's assistant has like a briefcase handcuffed to their fucking hand with all the nuclear codes in it. That's Gwen, except for a briefcase of nuclear codes can be replaced by a cardboard box of kittens. That's what's happening. That has literally been what's happening. And it's good. It's good. They seem to be pleased and happy. They seem to be happy cats, so that's a good thing.
Oh, purring.
Always purring? Great. I'm gonna come over and put the cheese into the soup now. Oh, it blew the white balance off of all the cameras after I restarted. That's super fun. I love when that happens. There. That's approximately the actual color of that. Okay. So we're going to mix in about almost a cup of cheddar cheese. Stir that in. That'll melt. It'll melt pretty quick. And then I'm going to add just about a little, like a big handful of this. Save a little bit for the focaccia bread tomorrow. Oh, right. I wanted to make focaccia. That's the other thing I wanted to do. I forgot what the other thing I wanted to do on stream today was. It was that. All right. So we're just stirring this in. This is the actual green too, Jeff. It is a very green soup. So this needs to just heat up a little bit more. I'm going to add to this some heavy cream. If it's still good. I think it's still good. If not, I'm not going to add it. And this should be almost ready. Where is the heavy cream? Oh. I guess I used all of it. Okay, well, we're not going to add heavy cream. That's fun. We're going to add some sour cream to this instead. Because that is also a variety of heavy cream. Be scared it's pea soup. The fun, you know, who knows? The funny thing, not funny. One of the nice things about making things at home is that despite appearances, you know exactly what's in them. So for example, there's been a couple times where I've made a dish that has sesame oil in it, and sesame oil tastes very similar to peanuts, and I'm allergic to peanuts, and so every time I eat this thing that I made, I'm like, oh, does this have peanuts in it? And I'm like, no, it doesn't, because I didn't put them there. All right, this is looking good. Yeah, we're gonna add some sour cream to this, and I want this to just heat up a little more so it can like fully melt the cheese that's in here. Twinderella, I remember we talked about the pea pod soup when I was shelling peas probably last spring. Good use of the pea pods. Who's knows? Same though. I feel you. All right, we're gonna put about a quarter cup of sour cream in there, and let's give that a stir. Kind of let that incorporate. This should get a little lighter in color, just in general, with all this, with the cheese and the sour cream in here. And I want this to simmer for a little bit now. And I'm actually going to get a whisk and give this a more aggressive stir. I can't do that with the spoon. But I kind of want this to, there's some like sour cream chunk in here. There's some cheese chunks that are together. I kind of want to break some of this up before. Yeah, and this is thick still. You can see there's like a little bit of chunkiness going on in here. Good thing. She's protesting.
Shit. Shit.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be wiped, huh? She's protesting being wiped.
Babe, honestly.
They're these cats. It's funny because these cats just don't like to be cleaned off, but they're pretty non-vocal. At least they have been up to this point. They're getting more vocal. I've definitely noticed as their eyes have opened. I feel like they've been getting more and more, more vocal, which is super cute. And they are going to be with us for 8 weeks, roughly, or forever. But like 8 weeks was the expectation on fostering.
Well, until they're adopted.
Until they're adopted.
Which 8 weeks is the soonest.
Okay, 8 weeks. Yeah, 8 weeks is the soonest. When do they get spayed and neutered? How many weeks?
8 weeks, like around.
Right around.
That depends on their weight.
Okay. So they're going to be around for a little while, and they're pretty cool. Gwen's been interested in adopting a pair, like cats that are already bonded, that grew up together or live together, you know, brothers and sisters, those types of things. So 3 sibling cats that all get along and have good personalities. Why not?
Depends on Daisy.
Depends on Daisy, right? And Daisy's been sticking her head in. Can I show them the box that they're in?
Yeah.
I know that they're in the box currently, so I won't like tip it or tilt it or whatever.
That's one of my cookies.
Yeah. So this is
Oh my god.
this is the box that they're in, right? So Gwen's literally been like carrying this box around with kittens inside of it. And yeah, and this is how it's going. A kitten Happy Meal. It is.
Yeah, there's prizes inside.
Yeah, there's a prize inside. It's diarrhea. Yuck. All right, soup is simmering. I just want this soup to simmer for a little bit so that the cheese melts a little more.
Days.
It needs to be warm. Anyway, Daisy's been sticking her head in the box when it's open and on the ground, and like giving them a sniff, and she's been very good girl about it.
Poopy butt. You smell that poopy butt?
So yeah, she's been real good about it. I think the concern we had with our cats previously was that they were alive and established in the house before Daisy, and they didn't want to let her anywhere near them, and because they can't speak the same language, she was not able to like sniff them and sort of get acclimated, so she never really got acclimated to our other cats. So ideally, you know, these are just like normalized in the household. These animals live here. They're also very small and very non-threatening at the moment. So, you know, Daisy's experience with cats was like coming into a house with a cat that was big and male and aggressive and didn't want her there, and was super clear about that for basically her entire life. So, hopefully this is a better experience for sure. And yeah, hopefully they'll be besties. I don't know though. You know, it's hard to say.
If they can coexist, that's all I'm asking for. They don't need to be besties.
There you go. All they need to do is coexist. Yeah, I mean,
They would be really cute.
as long as the cats let the dogs sniff their butt,
Well, she's already.
they're going to be good. Baker says my old dog would not clean our cats, whether they wanted it or not. I'm glad they were buddies in the end. the Daisy's not taking any obligations for the care and tending of these animals. She is in no way responsible for any aspect of that. She just needs to play nice and be a good companion animal when they are on the ground. All right, this is looking nice. The color looks nice. The consistency is pretty much what I was looking for. It's a liquid. It's not. It was very thick right out of the blender, so adding all of that stock was good and helpful. I probably need to add some more salt to this, and salt, pepper, and maybe something else. Oh, lemon. I wanted to add some like lemon juice to this to give it a little bit of like brightness. I don't want to add vinegar to it. I know that like vinegar, like a little splash of vinegar is always sort of like the recommendation, but I don't know, like any little amount of vinegar, I feel like I can taste it, and I'm not always a huge fan. And I'll add it to something and it'll be really good, and then sometimes I'll add it to something and it just like won't sit right with me. And I don't want to do that today, because this already is pretty good, so I don't want to ruin it, but I know that lemon should make it good. But we're going to try it in just a moment here, once this is cool, and make some determinations. Yeah, a little bit more salt. A little bit more salt. Not much. It's right there. It's basically right there. Salt and a little splash of lemon. Will be perfect here. And then we'll give this another couple minutes to simmer. While this is simmering, I'm going to am I going to make focaccia bread today? You know, I don't think I'm going to make focaccia today. I'm going to make focaccia, but I'm going to make it like later tonight, because it only takes a few minutes. 1, 2. The bowl that I would put the focaccia bread in to rise is in the fridge with the rosemary salad in it. The other bowl that I would put it in to rise is in the dishwasher. And the third bowl that I would put it in to rise, you never believe it, is also in the dishwasher. So I would have to just do a dish even to start doing the focaccia. So I'm not going to do that right now. So,
Hey.
Yes, the kittens are, this is Gray. Gray is protesting. I don't know what Gray is protesting, but
He was pooping.
he was pooping. Okay, so he was poop testing.
He's stuck to me.
All right, just a little bit of lemon juice. I'm gonna turn this down, stir that in, and give it another try. But yeah, this is coming along.
Can you help me?
Can I help you?
I don't know. I can't see to get his nail off me. He's stuck to me.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh, that's the back nail. Hold on. Damn, bro. You're really going for it. These cats like to climb, too. Earlier, Grom was feeding them, and the one was literally just climbing out of the box over and over and over. He could not be stopped. He could be stopped. He's the size of a hamster, so it was actually pretty easy to stop him, but his spirit was indomitable.
He's sitting nicely in there.
Oh, fuck, the lemon made that so much better. Mm-hmm. Okay. If I was making this soup for a presentation of some kind, or like if I wanted it to be a more perfect version of itself, I would probably strain it. Because it has like little chunks in it. Like it's a bisque texture, and I don't always love that, but I think this is fine. I don't need to strain this. I think straining it would just be a bit too pretentious. All right. This is good. Simmer, and then this will be ready. Let me clean up just a moment here while we're letting that simmer, and figure out how to put what bowls I want to use for this. How many bowls? Do I have 3 of the same bowl that are clean? Who knows? Oh, okay. You all right? I'll move these cookies over here for now. What do I want to put these in? Let's put these in a bag. That'll do. $20, thank you. Yeah, they're very tiny hamstery cats. They're like I said, they're not even 2 weeks old yet. They'll be 2 weeks on Saturday. So they are like brand new. They're still in the sort of like this could go in any direction kind of phase because they're just so fragile. But I know Gwen's been keeping a great eye on them and has had one. They went back to the vet already for like a checkup. The vet said they were doing great. So good feedback all around. Yeah, feel free to check in again. You can. I haven't limited the check-ins by time. It's limited per stream. And when the stream crashes, it's a brand new stream. According to Twitch, it is. According to Twitch, it's a brand new stream, except they do combine all the metrics in the back end. So it does kind of count as one if you restart soon after. Okay. Some bowls. What are we going to eat with this? Do we have crackers? We have a few crackers. Very few crackers, but aha. I have this bread from the other day. So let's have like some slices of bread with this as a side. Perfect. All right, put a couple crackers in there, but I don't have a whole bag, so we'll supplement with some bread. All right, soup looks good. Bread and soup will always go together. Totally agree. Totally agree. Luke Skywalker, thank you for the bits, friend. I appreciate you. You didn't have to do that, and you did. And it was very generous and kind. It is always nice. Luke Skywalker is a longtime long time friend of the stream. Doesn't chat very much, but is a long form lurker, and I love that because that's what I am on Twitch as well. So I very spiritually identify with the, like, I'm gonna chat maybe once a stream, maybe twice, maybe not at all, but I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna enjoy it, and I appreciate you for it. And if you are also lurking, like you broadly, I appreciate you too.
Actually, can you hold this right on up?
Whose knows? Amazing.
Can you hold this up to the camera so I can take a picture like I did the other ones?
Yeah. You want me to hold the gray one up to the camera? Happy to do it. All right, hold on. Here we go.
Because I want like a similar.
There's another kitten on screen. You ready? We're gonna see Gray. Here comes Gray. We're gonna zoom in. You ready for a kitten? Here we go. This is Gray. Gray, you're not making any noise, buddy. You wanna make a noise and say hi? Gray was the first one to open his eyes of the three of them. He opened his eyes first. He was the smallest one. He was the smallest one, but now he's the most bright-eyed. Right?
There he goes. Flop on his back.
Right, bud? Flipsy Fiona, welcome in. A flop on his back. There he is. Aw. Aw. Fuzzy.
Oh my god, he's so funky.
I present to you a kitten in times of trouble. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Back to Gwen. Whoop. Got him? All right. Wash my hands. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, can't lose, right? Nothing to say now. No, he, like, as soon as I get into the back to Gwen, he started mewing again. The little toe beans are phenomenal because they're so pink. Like, everything about those cats is literally brand new. They are pink and clean-ish. Yeah, except for their butt, which is just
Bright red.
yeah, which is has gone through some things, or rather, some things have gone through it.
Smells like tea. Oh, interesting.
Smells like tea.
Yes.
Yeah, it does smell like tea. Probably because I have used it for tea forever. All right, I'm gonna come on. Oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna wait a second, and then we can bring this over to the counter here. The cuteness is real. Whose knows? I agree. They're hard to. It's hard to feel anything but like adoration for kittens. Like it truly is, because they're just, you know, they're so small and helpless. Yeah, Cadbury is questionable. That is true. Cadbury is the culprit. The patient. Cadbury's the patient zero for kitten diarrhea.
Can I just throw this away?
Yeah. Why wouldn't? I mean, dump it in the sink and then recycle the can. Can you throw the can full of liquid in the trash? No, you may not.
Why? We're all gonna die someday.
Right, and I would like to continue recycling until that happens. Fellas, did I catch you for 240 earlier today? I don't think so. Because I see 41. And I know we already checked in once today, so it's it means you hit 240 earlier in stream. I wrote it down. Okay, let's put some of this on a plate and I'm gonna try it. Gwen is my fave. Yeah, I mean,
Who said that?
whose knows you knows said, and Gwen continues to be a fan favorite. I know how it is. I don't feel put off by that. There it is. I was like, where's the... Can I rinse this off? All right. One more try. One more little final taste test. See if I need anything else in here. I don't think so. Oh, it's pretty good. I'm not outing anybody, but I see that we got a follower in the past like 30 minutes that I thought, when I looked at the thing, I thought it said kitten as the first word. It's not. It's something else. But it does start with a K. And I was like, how did you know? But it's not. Anyway, welcome in, I suppose. Is there anything else today? No. Okay, let's serve this. That tasted amazing, and I'm happy with how it turned out.
Guess I'll open the windows.
Great.
Oh, me.
You can do it, Gwen.
It's too hard. It hurts my arms. I have no muscles.
Hear those sirens? They're coming for your bullshit. I had to remind John to do something. Good. Generally speaking, that's a good thing. Woo. All right. Dinner's ready. Here is dinner. And wait, what went into this? Let me just, do I have all this stuff here? No, I don't. Let me, it wasn't heavy cream. It was sour cream and cheddar. Okay, and pecorino romano. Okay, just noting what I actually put in here, because sometimes I don't remember after the fact, and when I make changes to things, sometimes I don't note them, and then I'll go back and I'll be like, this wasn't at all like what I thought it was. Throw a sprig of thyme and a drizzle of olive oil on it. I could absolutely do that with this and it would look much nicer. We're not going to do that. This is soup. It's asparagus soup. This soup has roasted broccoli, roasted mushrooms, roasted garlic, blanched asparagus, and sauteed onion, as well as dill, parsley, thyme, lemon juice, all blended up in a blender and then reheated with sour cream, cheddar cheese, pecorino romano, salt, and pepper. And that is dinner. I held that whole bowl of soup up without spilling a single drop on my laptop, and I'm proud of myself. Pine nuts would be good on top of this too. A little bit of like an herb, a whole herb, a drizzle of olive oil, and like, yeah, pine nuts or something like that would be great on here. Yeah, there's no grain in here at all. There's bread on the side. Oh yeah, bread on the side, but that's obviously optional. You could put crackers in here. You could put croutons in here. Put all sorts of stuff in here. But functionally, from the actual what is in here, there's no grains. So it is very very friendly for that regard. All right. Picture. And yeah, I mean, I've been tasting this all along, but hopefully this is still pretty decent. It is very good. The lemon is perfect. That was like absolutely what this needed. If I'd have put vinegar in this and I got a hint of vinegar in here, I would just be put off. But this is actually it's acidic without being astringent. That is very good. That is very good. Well, y'all, we did not get to making focaccia today. And that's okay. We'll make focaccia later, or we won't make it at all, and that'll be fine too. Either one of those things is fine. I also did not get to organizing any aspect of my kitchen drawers, which I was hoping and expecting to kind of do today, but also okay. Because that's how it goes. Next stream will be on... What day of the week will the next stream be on? The next stream will be on Tuesday. I don't know what we'll be doing exactly, but we will be in the kitchen. It will be same rough timing as today, sort of like early afternoon, depending on what the actual scheduling looks like as I do it over the weekend. I may end up doing I may end up in the morning, earlier in the afternoon. I'm not sure. I'll update on the calendar. I'll update on the I'll update everywhere. Okay. Let's see. Where should we go? Where should we go today? Where should we go today? I see, looking at who's live, we definitely have some friends. We definitely have some friends live. Dana's Kitchen is live. I'm live, apparently. That's what it says. That's good. Bob Bakes is live. We were just there. We just waded through there yesterday. I'm looking to see who else is live where we could go. John. Is John live? I didn't even see him. Where is John? We could go to John.
Get into it, D-Bet.
Oh, you know where we should go? You know where we should go where we don't we don't get to raid very often. Oh no, he's raiding. Never mind, he's literally just raiding right now. I clicked on his stream and watched him raid out. Great. Okay, let's go see. Sheesh, words are difficulter at the moment. Let's go see Chef John. Why can't I literally can't find his stream. Where is it? I'll find it. I got it. Chef John. John. There he is. Okay. Oh, he may be under just chatting. He is under just chatting. That's why I don't see him, because I look in the food and drink section. Angry Rook, welcome in. Angry Rook, you know what's funny? I've been playing more chess recently, and I think I said this to you before, but I always think of your name. I often think of your name when I'm like doing the puzzles or something like that. Anyway, we're going to see Chef John. Chef John is a fellow food and drink streamer, really nice human being who I've met in real life. We are going to go over there to see him making Asian schnitzel dinner and lunch prep. And that's what we're going to do. We're heading over there. We'll be back again next week, like I said. Thank you for hanging out today. I appreciate y'all. There are some raid messages in chat. Thanks, SoFluff, for adding those. Here are a few more raid messages, or here they are again, rather. Here are some places to find me elsewhere on the internet. If you enjoyed our political discussion today, perhaps go follow on Blue Sky. That is my favorite sort of place on the internet at the moment. If you want to message directly, Discord is the best way to get in touch. In general, I promise you that I will read your message. I cannot promise that I will respond in any amount of time that someone would consider it. But I will read it and I might respond. I hope you all have a great Friday ahead. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time.